Okay, now we're going to put together our zipper panel. So we have our two exterior pieces with foam on the back. The foam is about 1¼ inches or so, 1¼ to 1.5 inches. And now we're going to put our zipper right sides facing one of our exterior pieces, matching up the raw edges. Make sure the center of the zipper and the center of your exterior pieces are lined up. You can put a notch in your zipper just to mark the center. We'll do the same for our exterior piece, just so we make sure they're lined up properly. So right sides facing little pieces. Let's line up their center points like this. Now we can pin or clip to hold them in place. I'm not going to use too many pins, just to hold it together. Now we're going to sew down from one end to the next. Okay, so our zipper is now attached to one side of our zipper panel. As you can see, we'll push this away and top stitch. So this is what the back looks like. So we're going to push the zipper in towards the flap, and then we're going to top stitch. Make sure the seam allowance is pulled away from the zipper. This is what we have here. Our zipper is down like we did before, and center of the zipper. Here we are. So we're placing the zipper and the panel piece again, right sides together. Okay, so this is our zipper panel. Now we're going to attach the bottom and the sides. Tip. I'm having difficulty sewing across this foam because it's not backed, so it's very smooth, and that's why I'm having skip stitches. I saw in a video, can't recall who the creator was, that said you can, if you're having trouble sewing over smooth fabric or materials, you can use a piece of paper to add some grip, and that should help with the skip stitches. So let's try it and see if it works. So I'm going to place my piece of paper over the area that I'm trying to stitch. I'm lining it up directly with the edge, that way I will have the same seam allowance. Okay, I think that should do it. Now we'll just pull off the paper. Easy, like that. So I don't know if you can see it, but this just looks pretty good. So this is the other side panel. We're placing right sides together. And we're going to place our paper. Okay, so I've sewn my side panels onto the bottom panel, and this is what I have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew the seam allowance towards the bottom like this. These two pieces, we attach the little loops here on the sides of the zipper panel, and now we're going to place the zipper and the side and bottom panel right sides together, or you can call it a gusset. We're going to place the gusset and the zipper panel right sides together, matching up the edge, make sure that they're centered, and then we're going to sew across the two sides. So this is our gazette section complete. We're gonna push it up. I think this is better. And we're gonna sew the interfacing down towards the side panel. Across here, and we're gonna go over the other side and do the same. Okay, so let's do that. And to make things easier, our machine. And there we have it. Now we're gonna go to the other side. This is what we have. We sewn across here about 1/4 inch, and on the other side, don't worry about this. We'll just pull it through to the back and tie it off. Now let's work on our straps. So we have 2 straps here, about 31 to 32 inches long by 4 inches wide. I've already pressed it. So I fold in the 2 long raw edges about 1/4 inch on each side, and then I fold it in half and sewed it down, and this should be about, let's say 1.5 inch. So the straps are now, once folded, is at 1.5 inches wide. So we're going to take this to the sewing machine and we're going to sew around the 4 corners on both straps. Okay, let's install the straps. So this is the back panel, and we're going to be working on this. So take your ruler and measure. We're going to also attach our top handle. Measure 1.5 inch out from the center of your back piece or your back panel, and put a mark here, and 1.5 inch on the other side and put a mark there. And then we'll take, this is part of the inseam. We're gonna take this and put it on the inside here. We'll just eyeball it and put this here, and we're gonna clip. This is not on the 1.5 inch mark. I'm just resting this in the center. Our zipper, our strap, we're gonna place at the 1.5 inch mark. So we're gonna place this here. I'm gonna overlap just a tad, just to make sure that we go over the edge nicely. So we're right at that point, and we're gonna clip. And then we're gonna place the other strap here, and clip. Let's measure up 2.5 inches. Let's say about 2 inches on the strap. We're going to line this up here. Okay, so this is what your back panel should look like. So we measured up from the bottom edge 2.5 inches, and we measure on the bottom of the strap 2 inches. We mark 2 inches, and then we line up the 2 inch on the strap with the 2.5 inches on the back panel, and that's where we place our strap. And we repeat on the other side, 2 inches up, 2 inches, 2.5 inches up, and 2 inches. We bring those two marks together, and then we'll stitch them in place. I pin everything in the middle to keep it out of the way. So we're going to stitch here, and we're going to stitch across here.